Bring the next stuff in. I thought there'd be a discussion post for this week, but
Okay.
like that on the syllabus it said post by today.
Yeah,
Our initial post.
it's not there.
Yeah, she didn't post anything for me to do. So it'll still be working on them missing or something.
I'll get some water.
It was raining.
Looks rainy. Sidewalks are wet.
I think that the professor didn't send any. Because the way it she made today in person, before it was like online,
Oh, yeah.
like no class.
Yeah.
But like that week of the election,
Yeah.
that was supposed to be class.
Yeah.
Switched it for this week.
Oh, okay. Oh, cause she didn't go to class that week.
Because yeah, election day.
No one has
The whole
class.
school was
Right,
closed.
right,
But she didn't. She forgot
Right.
to
It's
make this week in person.
Yeah, I got it.
But that post, there's nothing there.
Okay, so. Is that good or bad?
I was waiting to see the post and stuff,
Yeah.
but there's nothing.
Okay.
And I emailed her, she didn't reply yet.
Work on it is nothing. All right, so what are we doing?
I didn't really add anything, but I'm doing the revision of what we had last time.
Okay.
Right now, it's like a 2-page for what we had from last week. It's 2 page. The learners week, will there be tutoring that week?
When is it?
There's no the election week. I know that month.
That Tuesday, we're definitely closed.
Yeah.
I don't know, I haven't heard anything. Is the rest of the week?
It's so-called 3 days, but
It is?
and then Friday it's like little celebration.
I know, I haven't heard a thing.
So it's still ongoing. There's still tutoring.
I-
Because I think last time during that week there was no tutoring.
No tutoring. Wow, okay.
I think that was the spring one last
Yeah.
time, or
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't have.
But maybe, I don't know, because we'll be closed on Monday. I'll see if I can find something else here. I didn't really realize it was that week.
Yeah.
So we would only have tutoring on Wednesday anyhow, us.
Yeah.
It's good to learn, know about. I didn't even know this was coming up. Hang on, I'll look at my calendar and see what's it. It doesn't say anything on my calendar.
So is there might still be?
There still might be two. Looks normal. Wednesday the 6th. And I'll say this again, and you know this already, but I won't be on the 20th of November.
Yeah.
It's not telling me. I'll ask Christina. But- Yeah, it won't give me any details of November.
Mhm.
It seems to stop it.
Well, we have the 3 pages.
Yeah.
So some of these it seems like it might need to combine. I know I would need to add more. Because the checklist is part of it too. I think the checklist was the only thing left to do and more activities. You think that was enough for the summary of what I saw in the video? Because I don't think I summarized everything. So right now it's like 3 pages,
And what is it supposed to be?
6 pages. I know some of the paragraphs are kind of similar.
Let me read it over. So the post-it notes had the words written on them, right?
Had the what they wrote, yes. It's raining now.
Is it? Oh, it was.
When I came, it was just cloudy.
All right, now it's still raining. I saw rain on the sidewalk.
Oh. A rain shower.
Is that the last thing you did? The red post-its? The post-it thing. Then you got the post-it notes.
And then there's a,
On
I
the
think she
page.
said thank you, and
Then we're done.
yeah, say you are like first graders or something.
Oh, right.
And
Yeah, that's good for putting.
that's what they
Encourage them by saying.
And then that's how she ended the video.
I also think you should be commenting on the little kid who's not paying attention. Writing about him.
Yeah, I think that is. I would because I said I need to write a summary of the lesson process and the engagement of the students with the activities.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
I think that part I kind of missing ish.
Yeah, I mean, that was very obvious to me. Whoa.
Yeah, that kid.
Whatever he's doing. Forgot his name.
The kid, yes.
Yeah, what's his name?
Um,
Like I wrote it down at the time.
yeah.
It was so noticeable. Oh, because the rest of it, she was perfect.
Yeah.
Jordy.
Yeah.
Jordy. Jordy is distracted. Not paying attention. And it was interesting because she tried.
Yeah.
Tried to get him back on track, but then at some point she sort of lets him go off on his own. She got to worry about the other kids.
Yeah, like so during that little when they were writing the sentence, she gave him the word the.
Yeah.
He gave it to him, but he couldn't write it.
Definitely needed.
And then she helped him write it instead.
Yeah, I mean, she was very patient with all of them, even with Jordy, but he's definitely talking about Jordy a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Those would be in the towards in each paragraph ish.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was repeated. You saw it again and again.
Yeah. Yeah. So we need to mention him. That's kind of part of about the children's engagement.
Exactly. That's very much part of it. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember, but she's patient in general. Kids, you should mention that too.
Yes.
But Jordy opportunity.
She kind of ignored him for a little
bit, yeah.
Till like toward when they were writing the sentence, she gave each kid a little chance to write
Yeah.
the words.
Because everyone else is really kind of engaged, but it wasn't just, oh, one time Jody was engaged. He was
Yeah.
pretty-
But so-called the little 6 little points from that website, the
Yeah.
rocket one is part of kind of a continuation of it too. It's also part of it. D6 is kind of what I need to add more to.
Okay.
Yeah. So you think should I put it here or with what I have before? Well, about the Jordy and the other student? Because at this part I have this I can copy the directions. What I mean. This is the directions.
So these are the literacy topics, right?
That's what we chose from the little checklist. That little link there, right there, the rocket.
That's right.
From all that 25 one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where to put this list, right?
Oh, class is canceled. So I can just go home. She just sent it like a few minutes ago. Yeah, she just canceled due to emergency.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice
she,
for you.
yeah. But like she notify us now, like before 2 hours before.
What time is it?
4:15.
Okay, good. But here, go home. Great.
It seems cloudy-ish.
Let's see, buddy.
And the phone said it might be raining until 3:15. It seems like I would have to find a kid to do my next assignment for the class.
Yeah.
A kindergarten or first grade.
Okay, that's
To find a kid. But I don't think the daycare on campus is of kindergarten and first grader. So I'm not sure how I would do that next assignment. I'm not sure how we'll do that one.
Let's see if they know any.
Because I know one of the classmates, she's a teacher, but she's a preschool teacher, and she's not a CPS. She's a suburb school, so yeah. I'm not sure how we'll do this assignment, the next one. So you think I answer did I answer on which one am I missing so far at the moment? From here. Which of these little that part I highlighted, which one do I have? You think that? Do I have the summary a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just maybe add a little more.
Sure. Yes.
Is the summary kind of like the observation is part of?
I would think that is.
That's
yes,
part of the
yes.
observation.
Yes.
And then the checklist, I have so-called those little parts, those 6.
Yes.
I just need to find the examples from the video.
Yeah. Yes, that's what you have to do. Yes, five examples. Builds a repertoire of some conventionally spelled words. They do that?
Um, because they only really just spelled the word. They had sang the song TXE.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, THE, yeah,
It was not. They didn't really spell anything.
anything else, right?
That's the only song she kind of sang
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
THE. We can go back.
Right.
Maybe that can, because I only needed like 5 of those
Oh,
little really. So if that one don't really seems like it can take.
She definitely does 4. And I think she can do 6 for you, definitely. You definitely. Yeah, at the 5 one, I'm
The 5th one.
I'm not doing it. You don't have to,
Okay.
because I wouldn't say one word in the repertoire.
Okay. Now there's 5.
All the rest.
Now there's 5. And the so-called the sight word. Some words. The second one can.
Oh.
The second one.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
At first, when I saw the word sight, I thought they meant the sight words, maybe too.
Oh, I see. But no, they see a few words and they know. Okay, no, that's true.
Can some of the paragraphs be combined then? For what I have, because some of them is kind of like what is a continuation. Like some parts of the paragraphs I have right now, they're like a little bit of a continuation from that paragraph before. For some of them, it seems it would.
And why do you want to do that?
Because some of them were actually is a kind of a continuation of them. But if they do sound like a different idea, it's to keep it
Oh, right.
because some of was like a still part of the same
Yeah.
activity.
Why do you feel like you need to have some? Why do you feel like you need fewer paragraphs?
Some of them, the little paragraphs seems like it's just like less sentences. I think it seems.
Nothing hit me as horrible. Like, what do you think they do?
So I think some were like only like a few.
As long as there's 3 sentences, that's probably what the minimum you want.
Yes.
None of them hit me like, oh, you should combine it.
Okay. Because some were like still part of the little activity, same activity.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
Okay. I just need to add those other parts, right? About
Yes,
the other kids. You think this is enough observation for the paper?
When you add the other parts?
Yeah.
Yes. I think you did it pretty well.
Because I just need 3 more pages.
I also would talk about her a little bit and how she relates to the kids, which you should mention that she's patient.
That will be in the observation, or
Isn't that the same thing, observation summary?
yeah, they're kind of like the same thing
That's right, it should be in there,
in these paragraphs, right?
yes.
Okay.
And she tries to get all the kids involved.
Yeah, I have to mention about the kids.
And they seem like they like her,
Mm-hmm.
they respect her. They're not out of control. You know, you can talk about that. They're not running around the room. They're engaged. Is she doing a good job? Are the kids doing a good job?
Yeah. Okay.
So that to me is what's mostly missing.
Okay.
Is the stuff about the kids, about Jordan, but also about her and her relationship with the other kids, how they respect her.
About the teacher part, like where do you think I would put that? Like toward the end? Or like within those paragraphs?
In the paragraph, let me see.
Because I kind of did talk
I think I
about
put it more at the end.
at the end, like kind of like conclusion-ish.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I would put it at the end.
At the end, and then
they read the post-it notes on the book page together as a sentence. After that,
okay.
okay.
And
then you should mention the thing you said to me about how how she praised them as, look, they're first graders or whatever she said.
something about like you're reading like your first graders.
Like that sort of thing should go in. Anything about their interpersonal relationship,
Okay.
teacher and student.
Something for that, and then
You could have a couple paragraphs about that at the end. Okay. Because up to now, really what you've been doing is going through and giving a lesson, but you haven't been doing anything about the personalities.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then about the students, would I just go back to those paragraphs?
No, you can put it all at the end there. It'll be fine.
There's another.
Maybe not. Maybe you want to put Jordy. No, maybe you want to mix them in with the different activities.
Go back to those paragraphs and then mention about how the kids were doing.
Yes, because there's nothing about that.
Because it's also it mentioned I have to put the engagement with the activity.
Yes, that's what you want. And that'll be easier than putting it at the end.
So I go back and put those
in with the activities as you go.
Okay, and then about the teachers at the end.
I'm the teacher. I'm talking about support and her relationship with students overall.
That's kind of like the summary.
Yes. Yeah.
Or a conclusion for her.
Yes, that's exactly.
Okay. And then these little 5 is so-called a continuation of what I have. It's just to go back and find the example.
Yes, please do that.
And then explain it more to make it like I think 5 paragraphs here, maybe 5 or like some, because I have to find the examples for these.
Yeah, you got a couple more pages to write here.
Yeah, these have to have examples too. So, would those little kids be mentioned here again one more time?
So you're wondering, should you mention them with
These
the examples?
As the examples again, like what they did.
Yeah, I think. Can you mix it in?
I'm not sure.
It seems like it would be easier and clearer if you could mix it in.
Okay.
You know, it's like the literary accomplishments have to do with covering, you know, the post-it notes and the words and uncovering, covering. If that is a literary, if you see something that works with that, then mention it in there. But I'm not sure.
Because in the little directions it said create a checklist and then provide the example.
Right.
So it seems like it's toward the end, those like final paragraphs.
Like I'm looking at listens attentively to books. She's reading class. It would make sense to mention that in the paragraph where she's reading to them.
Okay. And mention about that little checklist part I found from that little or what? Or would this be one pair, 5 little paragraphs?
What's on the checklist?
So-called these little 5.
Just these 5?
Yes.
So that's all you're talking about. Fine.
And these 5, and then I have to put the examples.
So, all right. So you want to talk about?
These are so-called the checklists.
I think I put the checklist before Mandy's observation.
In the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and then start the
And
action.
the examples would go in the paragraph.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense to put the checklist at the end. Because these are the things you're looking for.
Yes.
The observation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you have to do it up front.
In the beginning, put that above. Okay. Yeah. And
I'm debating hands.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you have to do it before. Because you're plunging right into the observation here. I mean, unless you want to make the checklist part of the observation, make it be the first paragraph of that.
The first paragraph?
Well, I don't really like that, but I'm trying to think of it. I would just say, after your title, literacy lesson, activity observation, kindergarten, 1, or not 1, sorry. What would you call it, a literacy checklist?
It's so-called, it's the
There's-
accomplish.
There's the accomplishment, so that's where I would put that, at the beginning.
Okay.
She didn't tell you.
Actually kind of did. To choose, she said choose 5.
Right, but you didn't say where to put it in paper.
She just have that you have to have, but didn't say mention where. Yeah, she didn't mention where I should put it.
Right, so, but where do you want to put it? Where do you want to put it?
If it makes sense to put it in the beginning.
Well, I would think more than at the end.
At the end?
I wouldn't do it at the end.
Okay, so maybe in the beginning.
I would do it in the beginning, then each paragraph, when you saw one of the accomplishments, I would point it out.
Okay. Yeah, she just said the checklist is just based on the observation. Did I kind of mention what the teacher was teaching in what I have here? What the teacher was teaching? I did read that part. Oh, and then I have to so-called in the end what I learned from this is the summary. So the conclusion is what I would need a conclusion. I think it seems like the checklist is before.
I would think so.
It is before.
That's what I would say.
She kind of did mention it was.
Yeah.
Part of what I have is
Because then you can
before.
actually mention the different items in the checklist that you're going. And make it part of it.
Before.
So, you could do You could, before you even say Mandy's observation, you could write, literacy accomplishments, kindergarten, no, wrong, sorry, checklist. Whatever, your literacy checklist, whatever you're gonna call it. Milestone, no. Nope, milestone?
Um, this is so-called also the accomplishments, and it's kind of considered a checklist.
Based on your observation of the kindergarten classroom, create a checklist and provide examples of all the literacy accomplishments, kindergarten development milestones that you observed in this class. So,
What I wrote is a checklist based on the accomplishment. That's what I wrote on my paper.
however you want to do it, that seems fine.
Then, for that part, would it be a sentence or just how I have here for that part? Do you think? Should I write in the paragraph? These are the 5 I found, or
Yeah, I think I'd make a paragraph.
write a paragraph for
There you
these?
go. Show you.
Okay. Because like
What are you gonna call it? Just read, tell me. Literacy checklist, developmental milestones.
the literacy check.
Literacy. Checklist, what's the rest of that? Milestones, something with milestones.
Kindergarten developmental milestone.
Based on my observation of the course Okay, what do you think?
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, okay.
So you understand where I'm going here?
Yes.
And then we go to your observation. And then you have to do what we said here. I will give you examples of these 5 milestones, because I read about it for
Like how will I introduce ideas with the parts? I know,
you're not
like,
gonna do them all, each one, you're just gonna do.
yeah, because some of them are like kind of the same. I mentioned those two, so like how? I mean, like how will I really introduce it?
Well, if you notice, if you say in here. If Miss Courtney says, what do you think is gonna happen next, that's making a prediction, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know if you said that anywhere, I can't remember, but if you find somewhere that you did.
I think I kind of did, but not really fully. About the
Okay, here, connecting information and events in life, events and text to life to text experience, right?
that part I kind of did.
The first thing, that's why I'm doing it, yes.
After the one I wrote about the reading activity, that little part.
Yeah, right here, where you just, yeah, right?
Yeah, I have here.
Okay. Um, this is a good example of milestone milestone number one on my checklist. Yeah.
And that's how I would do the other one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's no, she didn't tell you a particular way. That's how I would do it.
Okay.
You got 6 pages you got to fill up, so you got some room here.
Okay.
Okay. And then, um, that next sentence, she introduced the book and read the title. That one.
Mm-hmm.
You could make that part of the same paragraph. Can't tell it.
Mm.
Because I interrupted it just now. So
It was so-called part of.
it was before. Is it
Yeah.
still?
Because that was like kind of she asked those questions and then she read the title of the book. Because I kind of mentioned that she was gonna read the book to
Yeah,
them.
you don't have to put it there if you don't want to, but you asked me how I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can put it somewhere else. If you think it goes better in the next sentence, put the next sentence.
Because that's just like a continuation of that. So
Yeah, so you can do it anyway.
okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So you'll have plenty. You'll fill up your 6 pages.
Yeah. I think yeah. Okay.
And then also don't forget about wording.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Sure. I will see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, you think you'll work on this or will it be something else?
Because there's no discussion post.
Yeah.
It might be still be this.
Well, that's fine. More to do, so.
Yeah, it'll still be this.
Done. Fine.
Classes, I think. It will
Yes.
you didn't explain if there's a post or not.
Yeah.
Just a
Well, it's an emergency. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Yes.
All right, don't get wet. All right. All right. See you tomorrow. Yeah.